Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as, investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence. Put in the work for yourself and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are on Thursday, January 4th. We're going to take a look at Lucid today. So Lucid losing this uptrend support a few days ago. I'm going to pop that off the chart to make some space. And also falling below this 406.6 level that we had on the chart. Couldn't hold that. We had a near-in one at about 412 as well. So a few sort of close-in levels here, and it's, didn't really put up much of a fight at that 407 level. I was hoping this previous price action here would prove to put up a little bit more buying pressure, if you will, but we see it obviously didn't here, but it did step in this range here. So I thought maybe it would sort of pick back up again, but that proved so far at least to not be the case. Now, we will put in some additional levels, putting in a nice hammery looking candle at the moment. We'll see if that continues to play out, but we have pretty thin price action to go off of. So let's see what we can pull in here. We'll pull in this basically 377 level, so not so far away from where it is now. And then this guy here, let's see. Yeah, we'll go here. 397. So that's going to be the question. That picked up this wick, picked up these wicks, picked up these candle bodies. So I'm going to pop the 407 off the chart just to make some space and just say that we'll count these as maybe the stronger levels at the moment and just leave those on the chart. I'm also going to put in a downtrend resistance here. This is pretty steep. Let's see where we want to place it exactly. Go here. This is pretty steep. So I mean, unless there's like really, really exhaustive selling pressure that persists, I don't know that it's going to continue to carry this sort of, like I say, steep downtrend resistance, but we'll see. I mean, it could obviously happen. I don't want to give any false hope here. But basically the gist on the level side of things before we go over to the Think or Swim study is 397. That's the battle at the moment. Is it going to pin itself to that and move sideways? I feel like people forget there's a third action. It's not just up, down, but it's sideways. Sometimes it can just be sideways. So is it going to pin itself to that to kind of wrestle with that 397 for a while, which is basically the battle for 4, right? Slightly above, slightly below 4. If it loses it, this 377 would be the strongest level that I would see to give potential for support. But even then, just keep in mind, we're really limited on the amount of price action that we have to go off of. It's really just this dip. So don't lose sight of that. If it does push up and can get support over 397, 411, 412 would be the level up that I see, not discounting this downtrend resistance. So this would come into play in between those things if it does make that move anytime soon. Now in the Think or Swim side of things, see something kind of interesting. We see here this bleed off of the mid-range of the channel, right? It's trying to pin for a few days to the mid-range of the channel, and then it's just slipped away from that. But let's back up a little bit. Pin to the mid-range of the channel for a while here, and then here it started to trigger on the TTM squeeze indicator. And it did that pretty lengthy trigger while it continued to be pinned. And then here it put in one fire, I'll just call that a misfire candle, and then it went back to triggering here. And now this most recent fire has set off this push down. So my question at the moment is this going to be the true move, or is this going to be sort of a counter move that's then going to sort of set the stage for the real move and a big push up? I don't know. The hammery sort of looking candle at the moment, gives me a little bit of, maybe. There's a lot more that has to come into play here, though, right? This this histogram picking up the bearish momentum significantly, just tick after tick after tick. And so that would need to show some sort of inkling, at least, to die down. And if it does start to die down in the near term, I would expect that would be a result of the price action inching toward the mid-range of the channel, right, which would be a real sort of test point. But this lengthy of a trigger in this short of a fire, you know, we may not have seen the extent of what this fire has to bring yet. And yes, sometimes we get a counter move and then the real move, but this could just be beginnings of the real move. Like it could just be coming down. So we'll see, but that's sort of the channel setup as I see it at the moment. All right, folks, I hope that your trading week has been going well, and as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.